Baby, that sun. Jesus. Okay. The sun is a bit much for you, girl. Hi. Can y'all hear me? Because I don't know if y'all can hear me clearly. Put a one in the comments if you can hear me clearly. Yeah. I'm going to put this in here really quickly. Hi. Can you hear me clearly? Put a one in the comments if you can hear me clearly. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Shalom, sis. It's fuzzy. Okay. Let me see if I put my mic in here because I'm actually out of town somewhere. And I just decided I was going to go live while I was in the car. Hold on one second. Is it better? Let me know. Because I don't know if I'm really doing that. Night. Happy early Shabbat, sis. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me send this out really quickly. Child, I forgot how to send stuff. Okay, there we go. Put in the comments where you're watching from. Put in the comments where you're watching from. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I hope that y'all are well. Happy Feminine Friday. Happy Feminine Friday, guys. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me send this out. Hey, Tosa. So today we're talking briefly, because I gotta go. I can't be on here real long today. But we're talking briefly about women losing their power and how to get it back. Like what's happening with it. Okay? I'm talking about why you may have lost touch with your power. And I'm gonna see if I can find this microphone. So it's gonna be a good one. I got 3 points and then I'm gonna get off. Because I gotta go. I'm gonna give y'all these 3 points and then I'm about to go. Okay? Oh, I think I may have found my mic. Actually, we got the other piece. Put in the comments where you're watching from as you're coming in. And let me know where you are watching from. Hi, beautiful. Happy Feminine Friday. We're going to be talking about why women have lost touch with their power and what they need to do to reconnect. Hey, Albany. Okay, yeah, I think I found it. Hi, my love. Y'all make sure that y'all... Okay, can y'all hear me now? I was trying to plug up the mic. I'm sorry, y'all. Perfection. So let's see how I'm going to do this. Because I got this iPad and I got this mic. Okay, cool. So I'm not gonna be on here super long. Hi Chelsea, my love. I'm not gonna be here super long, but I am gonna have this conversation about why women have lost touch with their power, and how to really reconnect. For those who do not know who I am, my name is El Antoinette. I'm a feminine leadership strategist. If you have not been updated on the shift and change when it comes down to me, I am a feminine leadership strategist. And what I do specifically is I help ambitious women embody their feminine leadership to achieve emotional mastery, sustainable success, and magnetic influence. So that is what I do. And I absolutely love the work that I do. I've supported my clients in going from 5 figures to 6 figures and 6 figures to multi 6 figures. And I myself have built a 6 figure business from the ground up. So I love the work that I do. Love it, love it, love it. I support my clients in being able to create what I like to call generational wealth. And generational wealth consists of 5 pillars that a lot of people don't really consider or think of. And those pillars are the following: financial resources, number one; emotional fulfillment, number two; time freedom, number three; healthy relationships, number four; and as well as purpose and growth, number five. Okay. So I support women in pouring into all five of those buckets, which equates to them having generational wealth so that they can really change the trajectory of their lineage. Okay. So, and one of the key things as a woman that you're going to need, and that's really, really important to you in this life, is understanding your power, especially if you have daughters. If you have daughters and you have sisters and you have nieces and you have people who are coming after you, okay? If you have these people that are coming after you, you need to pay attention. Okay. And you need to be very tapped into your power. And so a lot of women find themselves in a space where they struggle with their power for these three specific reasons. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into, because I'm not going to be in here long, because like I said, I have to go in to a graduation actually, but I wanted to pop in and gift you with this, because there are a lot of women who are really struggling to tap into their innate feminine energy or their feminine power, and because of that they are suffering. And so I want us to really stop the suffering, because suffering is a choice. If you didn't know, suffering is a choice. It's literally a decision. So I want you to stop making those type of decisions that put you in a state to where you feel like you need to suffer. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me ask you a question first. Do you feel like you've lost the spark? Do you feel like you've lost a part of yourself that used to feel extremely like magnetic or confident, or feeling like extremely in tune with yourself? If so, you're not by yourself. A lot of women are experiencing this. And the truth is, a lot of high achieving women, specifically women who have achieved a certain amount of success, they've gone to school, they've done this, they've done that, they got the good job, they've done all these things. But a lot of these women have disconnected from their feminine core. They've disconnected from their feminine energy. They've disconnected from their feminine identity. And because of that, it's costing them not only success, but it's costing them peace as well. Okay. And so here are the three key points of like why this keeps happening to women. And if you see me moving around, I'm trying to adjust my seat for comfort. But if you see this happening a lot with women, I can tell you exactly it's one of the three key things that are actually happening, that's happening in their life. Number one, this woman has been operating in survival mode. She constantly is hustling. She constantly is overthinking. She constantly is reacting to life. Not responding, but she's constantly reacting to life because she is stuck in survival mode. And when you're stuck in survival mode, it shuts down your ability to connect with your God-given intuition, because your energy is so focused on fear and control and not flow. And that goes against your feminine design as a woman. Thank you, my love, for these gifts, and thank you for the comments and the likes. Okay. For example, I want you to think about how many times you have second guessed a decision or ignored a gut feeling. Okay. So hold on one second, y'all. Let me guess the decision or ignored a gut feeling. Okay. So hold on one second, y'all. Let me okay. So hold on one second, y'all. Let me let me let me Did I come back? Okay, sorry, and I'm back, y'all. Okay, so this particular woman, because she's in survival mode, what ends up happening is that this woman is in a space where she's always overthinking, she's always overanalyzing, she's always in a space to where she just can't seem to not want to be in control of things. Okay. And I said this the other day: show me a woman who wants to control everything, and I will show you a woman who has no control over herself, because self-control is a very, very key principle and a key ideal for a woman. Because self-control is a very, very key principle and a key ideal for a woman. When you against yourself, or overlook the things that you really know that are true to yourself, that's your feminine power really screaming for attention. When you're in a space With you second guessed and you thought this and you thought that, you are literally ignoring your intuition. And women have to stop ignoring their intuition because it is extremely dangerous. One of those things where women do it a lot is when it comes down to men. Women tend to just kind of overlook the things that they're seeing so that they can see what it is that they really want to see, and not really seeing the man for who he is or seeing the scenario for what it is. The first thing that you need to do if you want to come out of this mode of survival is to slowly start reconnecting with yourself by slowing down. That's first. You're going to have to slow down. Let me fix this. There we go. You're going to have to slow down. You're going to have to slow down so that you can hear what exactly is happening. When y'all are going out, especially when you're talking about men and stuff, when y'all are going out on these dates and y'all are doing these things, y'all need to stop being so enamored by the experience of someone taking you out that you miss the fact that this person is a huge red flag. You need to stop being so enamored that you dismiss what you feel in your gut, what you feel in your chest when you get certain responses. We tend to ignore that. We tend to second guess that. And the reason why you second guess these things and the reason why you give these people the benefit of the doubt, y'all, is literally because, to be honest with you, um, it's because you don't trust yourself. It's because you really don't trust yourself. That's really what's happening. Women who live in survival mode don't trust themselves. So they normally have to try to seek out external things in order for them to feel more confident. These are the same type of women who depend on people for compliments. These are the same type of women who will look in the mirror and really be fully dressed, picked out this outfit, and have to ask someone how I look. These are those type of women. Those women are not very sure of themselves. They're not sure of their decision making. And therefore they live in survival mode. They always live in fear. They always live in the mindset that someone is always trying to do something to them. They always live in the mindset that something is always happening to them instead of happening for them. So a lot of women have lost touch with their feminine power because simply they're in survival mode. So that's one. Okay. So like I said, the first step to coming out of that is reconnecting with yourself, and you do this by slowing down. Okay. Slowing down enough so you can actually hear what is happening on the inside of you and how your body is responding to certain things. And then along with that, you want to make sure that you're not rushing through life. A lot of women who are in survival mode, I notice, tend to walk extremely fast. I notice they tend to, just always, y'all don't even slow down enough for somebody to open the door for y'all. But y'all complain about people not opening the door for you. But you say that this person is taking too long to get there and you have somewhere to go. One thing for sure, two things for certain about me. Let me tell you something. If I'm walking to the door and it's a man behind me who is also walking to that door, beloved, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to slow down, and when I get to that door, I'm going to stop so he can get that door for me. I do it all the time. And when you do that, men will naturally open the door for you. They will naturally do that. But when you feel like you're in a rush and you just hurry to get there, then you just gonna bum rush past him so you can open the door. Baby, I'm slowing down and I'm stopping because I'm going to allow you to get the door. Okay? I'm going to allow you to get the door, because I'm not living in survival mode. I'm not in a rush. Everything that is for me is in a flow. I don't need to force it. I don't need to force myself to the door because I'm not living in survival mode. I'm not in a rush. Everything that is for me is in a flow. I don't need to force it. I don't need to force myself to the door. Door. Just the door. Just the just the so women who live in that state, they live in survival mode. You've been operating out of survival mode, and that's why you've lost touch with your feminine power. That's number one. The second thing that's very important of why you are in that space, why you operate in survival mode, is simply because you've been taught to dismiss your intuition. Of why you are in that space, why you operate in survival mode, is simply because you've been taught to dismiss your intuition. You've been wise since you were a little girl. But because people saw children, the people around you felt like they could not learn anything from children. They felt as if you didn't know what you were talking about because you had not lived long enough. This taught you to dumb down or silence the voice that you hear on the inside of you, when really the voice that you hear on the side of you is a gift. See, I understand that because when I was growing up, I knew things, and I knew that I knew things. And the people around me would kind of shun me and treat me as if I didn't know what I was talking about. And I was very clear on what I was talking about, and I knew exactly what I was saying, but it was just that people did not want to hear it. And sometimes when you're in that type of space where you know you feel these things, you feel like you're not crazy. You know what I'm saying? Um, but people will make you feel that way and doubt you, and that causes you to doubt yourself. This is what it looks like. Society really conditions us in a lot of ways to prioritize logic and strategy over intuition. So if it doesn't make sense in your mind, it's not real. If it doesn't make sense in your mind to you, that means that it's not real. When in reality, that's not always that. A lot of that is the educational way, and society conditions us like that to where if it's not documented, it didn't happen. But one thing that you need to understand and be very clear on is that God, the Most High, does not operate according to our minds. So a lot of things that happen and that are unexplainable when it comes down to your relationship with God, you're not going to be able to identify that with logic. You're not going to be able to explain that in words. You're not going to be able to do that. So what you have to understand is you have to be very keen and careful with people when they are wanting to always just put you in a position to say, is this logic? Does it really make sense? You have a gift. You have a gift of your intuition, and you really should pay attention to that. We've been told that trusting ourselves is unreliable. That's why you don't trust yourself. And truthfully, people who don't trust themselves give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't care what nobody's saying, how nobody feels about that. I don't give the benefit of the doubt. And here's why I don't give the benefit of the doubt. And I explain this to people who constantly tell me about giving the benefit of the doubt. My first question to them is always, where has it gotten you? Where has given the benefit of the doubt gotten you? Seriously, where has it gotten you? Because what I have learned is when it comes down to the benefit of the doubt, my love, they are doubting. No, I'm sorry. They're benefiting while you're continuing to doubt. See, that's the benefit of the doubt. The benefit of the doubt is that they continue to benefit while you continue to doubt yourself and doubt what it is that you're feeling and doubt what it is that you know, so that you won't seem like you're crazy or you're tripping. And when you find this out, you feel dumb. You feel crazy because you knew the whole time. You knew the whole time. I don't give benefit of the doubt. When I feel something is off and the math ain't mathing, I'm going to ask and I'm going to break down the problem. And if it's still the math still ain't mathing to me, I'm not giving the benefit of the doubt. Something is wrong here. And we really have to start paying attention to that. Okay. I want you to really think about how often, right? Think about the times, how often have you doubted yourself and looked outside of yourself for validation? Something as simple as, do I look cute in this dress? Why do you need to ask someone if you look cute in this dress? See, if you got to ask somebody, you already know how you feel. You already know how you look. Why do you need to ask this girl if she's talking to your man? You already know. See, these are the games that we like to play with ourselves. You already know these things. You already feel these things before you even open your mouth. So why invite somebody else into an experience when you already know the truth? You really want confirmation. You want somebody to tell you something different than what you already know because you don't trust yourself. That's the truth. And because of that, you lose access to your power because you do not trust yourself. Okay? Anytime you are looking for validation outside of yourself, that's because you've been taught to ignore the wisdom within you. Let that sink and sit. Let that sink and sit for a second. Anytime, and I do mean anytime, okay, that you have doubted yourself and felt the need to find outside or external validation, it has been because you have been told and you have been taught to ignore the wisdom that is already within you. Though they will tell you every single Sunday, Luke 17:21, the kingdom of heaven is within you, but yet you will sit there and ignore that knowledge. You will ignore the warnings, you will ignore the signs, you will ignore all of these things, right? Because you don't trust yourself. And you don't trust yourself because you are disconnected from your source. You are disconnected from your power. Period. Period. Your God given intuition is not just a feeling, it's literally a superpower. Reclaiming your feminine energy literally starts at you trusting what it is that you hear again, even if it doesn't make sense to others. I tell the story all the time about how the Most High had me text two women at 6 a.m. And I was like, hey, they're going to think I'm crazy. You really want me to text them? And yeah, I texted both of them. One of them texted me back and said, thank you, I really needed this. The other one didn't text me back for 5 hours. So I thought, oh my gosh, she thinks I'm nuts. And after those 5 hours, she actually texted me and was like, you know what? The reason why it took me so long to text you back, because I just got done crying. Because when you text me, I was actually praying about that very thing that you text me about. See, when it comes down to things making sense and the Most High sending you out on assignment, hang it up. Hang it up. Okay, let me bring close. Hang it up. Because if I don't tell you nothing else, hear me when I say this. Sometimes the Most High is going to tell you things that are not going to make sense to you. That's why it's not for your mind to rationalize. It's not for your brain to be like, oh my God. What? It's for you to simply be obedient. Either you gonna do it or you ain't. But guess what? The Most High will gonna get done because you gonna do it or it's gonna get done some other way. You just have to choose whether or not you're going to be the obedient vessel. Point blank, period, the end. And obedience starts with obeying the one that created you, but secondary, it comes with obeying what you hear on the inside of you. If you know something tells you to get up from that seat, get up from that seat. If something tells you get away from this person, get away from this person. You don't need to know why. See, we so nosy. We didn't got so educated that we need to know the reason why. We trying to reason with everything. No, when something is happening in your space and you get that feeling and you need to go, then you need to go. The benefit of the doubt, y'all continue to let people benefit on y'all while you keep doubting is crazy. This is how you drive yourself crazy. Women will gaslight themselves. Seriously, men don't even have to do it. You will trick yourself into thinking you're crazy. You gaslight yourself and put yourself under a spell every time you deny what you hear on the inside of you. That's what you do. That's what you do. We try to form our own understanding, can never get it. Period. And ain't never gonna get it. Like In Vogue, never gonna get it, you are never going to get why this person does what they do, why they are who they are, no matter what, if they tell you their life story or not. The reason why you're not gonna get it is because you don't know their innermost. The only one that knows the innermost is them and the one that created them. How about that? This is why I keep telling y'all, you cannot give unconditional love to other human beings. You can only give unconditional love to your children. You can only give unconditional love to yourself because you know your innermost. You know your innermost. So it is your responsibility to fill your own cup. This is why it talks about you should love your neighbor as you love yourself. You're not loving your neighbor if you're not fueling and taking care of yourself, because self-love is a high vibrational state that is required. It's a fire element. Self-love is a fire element. The love from other people that you desire is an abundance. That's a water element. It's in a flow. So in order for you to get the water that you want, you're going to have to set yourself on fire in love. In love. You're going to have to set yourself on fire. And a lot of y'all are not willing to do that. Y'all not ready to do that real work. Y'all just be out here lying. Which is why you're not connected to your spiritual power. Which is why you're not connected to your design and your feminine energy as a woman. You've been taught to dismiss your intuition. You have been living in survival mode. And because of that, power cannot be activated. Lineages cannot be healed. And I don't care how many life insurance policies you leave for your children. You are not leaving them a good inheritance, baby. Let me help you out. Because it tells you in scripture, that a good parent leaves an inheritance for their children. The inheritance is not just money. I know y'all think that. I know y'all think y'all building generational wealth by leaving them a bag. I know y'all think that. But did you leave them? Are you leaving them in the space of understanding the importance of healthy relationships versus toxic relationships? Are you teaching them that toxic relationships are bad for your health and that healthy relationships build wealth? Are you teaching them the game? Are you teaching them it's about emotional fulfillment, not chasing a bag? Are you teaching them the real element is having autonomy over your time and time freedom? Are you teaching them that the real way to thrive in this life is for you to operate from a space of growth and purpose? Are you teaching them that relationships for growth are for growth, purpose, learning, and problem solving? See, if you're not putting them on this type of game that's going to elevate their experience after you've left this earth, you are failing them. I don't care how much money you leave them. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. Wealth is not money. Financial resources is an aspect of wealth, which is basically stating that you have the wealth and the resources to maintain your lifestyle, your goals, and all these different type of things. When we're talking about wealth and finances, that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. So we need to really get tapped back into our power as women, because it's too much going on for you not to be. I'm sorry. Thank you, my love, for these gifts. And y'all should not be out here. And I'm tired of women being out here doing all this strange things for change. It's very disappointing. It's very out here doing all this strange things for change. It's very disappointing. It's very much so. It's very much so you don't know your worth. It's very much so you feel like you're waiting for a man to come and rescue you from your life. It's very much so you don't want to grow up. And here's the thing, women who want men to come and rescue them from their lives, let me lean in when I say this. These are women who don't understand their identity. Women who want men to come in and rescue them from their lives are women who don't trust themselves to be able to take care of themselves. They don't trust the gifts that are within them. They don't believe Proverbs 8 and 12. You have creative and witty inventions in your very being. Because if you did, you wouldn't lay on your back for a bag. You don't believe that your gifts will make room for you. You don't even believe that you're gifted, which is why you give your gift away. Do you understand your womb is a gift? It's a portal. Life comes through there. Thank you, my love, for these gifts. And you just gift yourself away for nothing. Do you not understand that men come to us for life and inheritance? See, do you not understand that men come to us for life and inheritance? See, they come for the life and they come for the inheritance. Either they want to have children with you, whether they marry you or not, because innately they want an inheritance, or they come to you for life. Either you extend their life, you expand their life by building them up with your words, building them up with your resources, building them up with your emotional support. If you get married to them, you are extending their life because you're in the kitchen cooking and doing nutrition and doing all these different type of things and all of this and all of that, right? They come to us for life and inheritance. How dare you give your life up for free? How dare you give your life up for nothing? How dare you give up your life force energy for nothing? Because let me put you on game on something. Men are the masters of energy reading, right? We're the masters of intuition, but men are the masters of energy reading. And here's what you need to understand about men. Because they're coming to us for either life or inheritance or possibly both, right? You need to be very clear about yourself, what you need, and all of these things before you just start giving yourself away so freely. Because here's what when women say, I don't understand how a man, and I'm gonna say something and people are gonna feel how they feel. What was I gonna say? When women make comments like, how can a man leave his child? Here's why. Here's why. How can he leave his child and then go just act like it didn't happen? Here's why. Because again, men come to you for life and inheritance. They come to you for life and inheritance. Okay. They come, most importantly, over inheritance, which is their children. They want life, which means they want life force energy. They want life force energy. They value life force energy, the life force energy that they get from women that makes them feel amazing, more so than they value the life force energy that they have created, which is why when the energetics are not right between them and the mother of the one who provided the inheritance, he will leave the inheritance and go find other life force energy that is going to fuel him. That is why. That is why they can leave you as a single mom. That's why. Because men are the masters of energy reading. We are the masters of intuition. And because they value life force energy, because life force energy is what sustains them, it is a scientific fact that men, when they get married, they live longer, they have better lives, they have all of these things. And it's all happening from the life force energy of the woman who is controlling the atmosphere, baby. See, y'all don't know. So while you are out here giving up your life force energy to these men, and you are out here allowing them to create inheritance with you, you need to be very mindful of your power, because y'all don't know y'all power, which is why you get tricked out your spot all the time. They value life force energy, baby, more so than the life force energy that they created, which is why they will walk away from their creations for more life force energy that is going to fuel them to wherever it is that they feel like they need to be at that moment. That's why they do that. That's how they can do that. That's how they can do that. That's how they can leave you and your baby and go be with somebody else and raise their baby. I'm telling you, you need to understand the power of your energy. You need to understand the power of you being a feminine woman. You need to figure that out. Because you are allowing society and men and your family and people to use your energy cycles, and you're getting nothing in return for it. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. The third reason why, okay, why you've lost touch with your feminine power and how you can actually reconnect with it is you're out of alignment with your feminine energy. That's the third thing. You are out of alignment with your feminine energy. The mic out. Y'all hear me? What's the last thing y'all heard me say? I took the mic out. It must have died. It's okay. Oh no, I'm back. Okay, so the third thing is you're out of alignment with your feminine energy. And this means that you are operating in overdrive. This means that you are forcing things. This means that you are hustling. And this thing means that you are chasing things. And what I mean by that is it tells you in, I want to say Proverbs 23:7, it tells you that if you chase wealth, it will take up wings and fly away from you. That's what it says, that you should not be chasing wealth. I know society told you to do that, but scripture tells you not to do that. And everything I give you comes from scripture, science, and psychology. The reason why it's not wise for you to chase wealth is because you become a repellent to it. Wealth, like I told you, consists of the following. It consists of financial resources. It consists of healthy relationships. It consists of time freedom. It consists of purpose and growth. And it consists of, what am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Emotional fulfillment, right? So if you are chasing these things, if you're chasing relationships, if you're chasing money, if you're chasing what purpose, chasing it, if you are chasing time freedom, if you're chasing emotional fulfillment, these things are running from you. You become a repellent to the things that you chase, because nothing is attractive when it's nothing is attractive to you when they got to run from you. When they got to run from you, it's a problem. You should not be chasing these things. You're out of alignment, forcing people to be with you, forcing people to hear you out, forcing people to be in a space of, they have to accept you. That is utterly ridiculous. And you become a repellent to the very things that you want. If you ever want to lose something and not manifest it, all you got to do is obsess over it. If you obsess over something, you take that energetics and you focus on that, you're not going to get what you want. If you are solely focused on the fact that you don't have money, you're going to continue to not have money. If you are solely focused on the fact that you don't have a man, you're going to constantly be always in that space and not have one. When you are so focused on the fact that you don't have love, you will miss the fact of all the love that you actually have around you, because you're so focused on the wrong thing. Energetically, you become a repellent to these things. You become a repellent because you become so obsessive that you become desperate and you start doing things that are dangerous and stalkerish. This is how stalkers start. They start in that space. They start with obsession. Thank you, my love, for these gifts. Stalkers start by obsessing, and they obsess over something to the point that they're extremely fixated on it. And they're fixated on it so much to the point to where they end up acting desperate behind it so that they can have it. Okay? And when they start doing that, then it becomes a problem. Then it becomes an issue. Okay? Because now everything that you want is literally repelled by you. Is there such a thing as positive obsession? I don't think there's such a thing as positive obsession. I do think there is a thing of setting your mind on things that are above. That is what I believe in. I don't believe in positive obsession. I believe on setting your mind on things that are above. And when you set your mind on things that are above, by understanding the frequency of abundance, which is your birthright, what ends up happening is that you end up manifesting and magnetizing the very things that you desire your way, because you're not attached to the outcome. Anxiety is rooted in people being attached to the outcome, or trying to control the outcome, or trying to figure out the unknown. Okay? And if you spend a lot of time being anxious about something or worried about something, the further it's going to go, the further it's going to be away from you. You're putting a larger wedge in between, if that makes sense. Okay? And people do this a lot when it comes down to business. People do this a lot when it comes down to relationship. Baby, y'all go on one day, you done made this man your husband. You done romanticize and thought all that stuff, and you done built up this thing in your mind. And when he turns out not to be exactly what it is that you thought he was and what he was going to be, then you got the nerve to be mad at him. Well, he was never there. One day I'm going to have a conversation and go live about the pipeline between the idea of marriage and love and relationships. I'm going to talk about the pipeline from the idea of marriage to the idealization of marriage to the idolizing of marriage to the getting your feelings hurt because you realize this ain't what you thought it was. There's a pipeline that happens. We tend to idealize things. We idealize, business, and you see all these people doing all this stuff, and you start thinking, oh, I can do this, and you have this false reality, and it's a hard fall when you come down from that false reality that you've created. That's the dangerous thing about obsession, because it's not ever really real. We allowed the over obsession to take us out of reality. Period. This is what people do. See, this is why I'm glad you said that. This is why I don't recommend women meeting men in the club. This is why I don't recommend women going to the club. I mean, you do what you want to do. Okay? You do what you want to do. But the reason why I don't recommend women going to the club and meeting men in the club specifically is because, number one, most of the time when people are going into that space, they're trying to escape reality. Most people who go to the club are trying to escape their life. Okay, so if we're going, oh my God, I had a crazy week, I want to go to the club, I want to go do this, I'm da-da-da. So you go to a space to escape reality. That's number one. So before you go to the club, most people have a pregame. So you have a pregame, so you're getting drunk. So again, you're lowering your inhibitions. Okay, so you're allowing yourself to be in a space and be put in a low vibrational state. Okay, because liquor positions you to be at a low vibrational state. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how y'all want to spin it. I don't care. Liquor positions you to be at a low vibrational state. Okay, so when you are pre-gaming and then you go to this place where everyone and a mama is trying to escape. So then you meet somebody in the club. You meet somebody in the escape. You understand what I'm saying? And then y'all decide, okay, this is fun. I'm vibing with you. You great. This is awesome. Blah, 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 blah. And y'all try to take that false reality that you've created, that in escapism, and try to bring it into the real world and form it into a so-called relationship. And when you get that sober reality that this was not a relationship or a situation that you needed to be in, because you got into it because you were trying to escape, you can't make fantasy reality. You can't make fantasy reality. You went to the club because you was trying to escape your reality. And you met another person who was trying to escape their reality. So how are two people who trying to escape reality going to create a reality, of a healthy relationship or a marriage or this and that? Y'all met trying to escape. So trying to escape is how you met. So how are you going to ground that into a reality? You created a false reality. Y'all met in a false reality. Y'all met in a low vibrational state. You met on the frequency of fear. You met on the frequency of guilt. You met on the frequency of apathy. You didn't meet on the frequency of love. So to expect love when you didn't meet at that frequency is crazy. To expect peace when you met on the frequency of fear is even crazier. A lot of y'all who have an anxious attachment style who are out here dating, You are residing on the frequency of fear. This is why you continue to meet people and deal with people who trigger your anxious attachment style. It is because you reside on the frequency of fear. You choose relationships out of fear. You're scared of being abandoned. You're scared of being neglected. So you're acting desperate because you are on the frequency of fear. And when you are in low vibrational states like that, you have no power. You have no power. None. And that's what you need to pay attention to. The worst thing you can do in 2024 going into 2025 is being a woman that is powerless, that does not understand her power, does not know how to activate her power to get things done. Because I'm going to tell you something, the feminine has arrived. The feminine has rised up. And I told y'all in 2023 there was going to be a great divide amongst women. There were going to be the women who were mastering and women who were in a state of mediocrity. And I'm telling you right now, the portal is closing and y'all need to get this stuff right now. If you are wanting to be in a state of mastery, then you're going to have to start activating your power. And if you want to start activating your power as a woman, you're going to have to start getting into these three things. You're going to have to start paying attention to that. If you've been operating in survival mode, if you've been taught to dismiss your intuition, if you are out of alignment with your feminine energy, okay, then you need to redirect. Thank you, my love, for these gifts, these comments, and these likes, okay? I want you to really think about this for a second. When you operate in overdrive, yes, you can get out of mediocrity. I used to be extremely mediocre. Let me tell you how mediocre I used to be. I was 100 pounds heavier. Let's start there, number one. I used to eat my emotions because I didn't like myself. Okay. I didn't like myself and I didn't like my life. So I ate my emotions. That's number one. Number two, I used to work 3 jobs and I had one job and I had another job and then I had a business and I still didn't have no money because I had the mindset that I need to work extremely hard and hustle to make money. All those things were not true. I was extremely mediocre. I was living beneath my identity. I was living beneath myself. And because of that, I was living a sorry life. But the way that you go from mediocre to mastery is make hard decisions. See, I have to make some hard decisions. And also to go from the key bridge, let me get a bridge. The bridge between mediocrity and mastery is you looking in the mirror. If you want to close the gap and you want to take that bridge to walk over to mastery, then what is going to happen is you're going to have to look in the mirror. And you're going to have to honor all the reflections. And let's talk about the reflections. The reflections are the people in your life, because the people in your life are nothing but reflections of your mirror, just different angles. So as much as you try to say you don't hang out with that girl because she sleep with other people's husbands, how can 2 people walk together if they don't agree? Y'all agree somewhere. Y'all agree somewhere. There's some form of agreements. Okay? There's some form of agreements there. So I know we love to act like we not like these people that we're around, but you actually are. So if you want to be a master of self, that is going to require you to look in the mirror and make hard decisions. Thank you, my love, for buying my book. Thank you so much. Y'all, please, if you are struggling to retire your cape, click the link in the bio and get my book, Retiring the Cape. It's going to give you the pathway. If you want to know what I did to lose 100 pounds, if you want to know what I did to build a 6-figure business from the ground up without hustling, if you want to know all those things in a straight blueprint, I put it in there. I put it in there. And that's why the book is $55, because it's going to shift your life. I have helped women save money from going to therapy, $20,000 having to go to therapy. Women have left their therapists to come work with me. In fact, your therapists, your doctors, your nurses, your attorneys, they come work with me. So I'm not telling you nothing I'm not new to. I'm not telling you nothing I'm new to. I'm telling you something I'm very true to. Your medical doctors, your nurses, your therapists, your attorneys, they come and they work with me. So I'm literally telling you what this is. What you got to understand about life is this. Life is a mixture of the following. When you understand spiritual law and you understand science, you will know how to thrive in this life. You need to understand spiritual law and you need to understand the science of yourself so that you can understand the science of everything else around you. And I break all of that down in that book. Okay. So here's another thing that I need you to really understand when it comes down to you're out of alignment, with your feminine energy. Okay. So when you operate in overdrive, when you operate in hustle, when you operate in force, chase, and all those things, what ends up happening is that you disconnect from your natural feminine flow. And when you disconnect from your feminine flow, it positions you to attract things you don't desire, because feminine energy is all about attraction. Feminine energy is all about creativity. It's all about receiving, but overworking blocks the flow. This is why you can work hard in a relationship and that man still won't marry you. This is why you can be in a situationship for a long period of time and he still don't want you to be his woman. You need to understand that overworking don't help you. This is why you can work at your 9 to 5 corporate and make them so much money and they don't promote you. Overworking does not help you. That was a lie that society told you to get you to make you sick. Do you not understand that being sick is a big business? Coming from somebody who used to be sick. Coming from somebody when nobody was talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome in 2004, when I was diagnosed with it at 20, and at 41 I sit before you consistently having a cycle, having everything going on that they said I wouldn't be able to do if I wasn't taking their medications. See, I'm not telling you something that I don't know. These people thrive. This society thrives off you being sick, because if you're sick, then you're stagnant. If you're stagnant, then you're a slave to their systems and their solutions, when you don't even realize those were the people who sold you the problem. See, they sell you a problem. They sell you a problem. They scam you into buying into something. And then they turn around and serve you the solution as if they are your savior. Meanwhile, they the ones that started it. You know why everybody have all these gut issues? Because they put all these fillers and stuff in the food. The Most High told us not to mess with the food. The Most High said that. Said don't split, don't do this, don't do that. But no, you want to do what you want to do, don't you? You want to put fillers in the food, don't you? Knowing that food carries a program. See, this is what y'all don't understand. How did I lose 100 pounds? I'm finna put you on game. I understand that food is a program. I understand when I eat carrots, it's going to send beta carotene to my liver, and the liver is responsible for over 300 functions in my body, including giving nourishing blood to my eyes. So I'm going to eat the carrot because the carrot is going to program. See, anything with that orange is going to program and actually support my liver. But see, when I eat something like McDonald's, which is a process, guess what? My body can't process that program because it doesn't recognize it as food. Okay, it's coming in my body. Dang, can we pull water from it at least and give it to this? Can we pull this? No, we can't. We can't do nothing with it. The body is such an intelligent vessel that was created by the Most High that the body does what it does. It tries to protect you. It stores it in your gut. And that's why you getting them holes in your stomach. And that's why you have those gut issues. And that they're not telling you that all those things are rooted in your stress, because you don't know how to manage your emotions enough. So you eat them. And this is coming from somebody who was an emotional eater. You eat your emotions because you don't know how to manage them. You don't know how to manage your emotional energy because you don't understand that your emotions are nothing but energy in motion. You don't understand that negative energy in motion impacts your organs and it makes you sick. You don't have, don't say that. Don't say that. You need to make sure, for those who have been diagnosed with IBS, I guarantee you, and I've worked with a lot of women, I've helped women heal their livers function. I'm not a doctor. Not by a long shot. My degrees are in psychology. I have a master's in human services with a concentration in social work, and I have some modalities. I'm an energetic psychology practitioner, and I am also an emotional intelligence practitioner. As an energetic psychology practitioner, however, I study emotions on the level of your cells and how it impacts your cells. Worry weakens your immune system. It creates the dynamic for you to have IBS. That's the truth. So when they go in there and they tell you need to lower your stress, they don't know how to tell you how to lower your stress because they don't really understand the dynamics. They can only tell you what they know based on their textbook, based on their collective of symptoms and patients and different things like that. But the root of your IBS is your worry. I'm here to tell you. This is why, and you are in spiritual violation. Let me put you on game. It tells you in scripture not to worry. It even makes a joke to even say, is worry going to add an extra hour of life to you? That's what it says. But you know why the Most High I feel like is so funny and a comedian sometimes? Because scientifically, because everything I give you going to come from scripture, science, and psychology. Science lets you know that worry weakens your immune system. Worry weakens your spleen specifically. And the spleen is what works with the stomach. And because the spleen can't work with the stomach because it's filled with T stem cells because of your chronic worry, that's why you have IBS, and that's why you can't go to the bathroom, because the spleen is filled with T stem cells. Because worry The energy of worry goes down to it goes so deep in the body into your bone marrow. You can go look this up. See, stress kills, baby. And bitter rots the bones. Speak on it. Because bitterness specifically ruins your liver and will make you go blind. Ever heard of blind rage? You still mad at your baby daddy for 12 years? You running your liver. See, forgiveness, when they say forgiveness is not for you, it is not for them, it really is for you. Because you need to free your body. If you don't free your body because you're so mad at your baby daddy, you might go blind. Because the liver supplies nourishing blood to the eyes. And chronic anger and resentment makes you go blind. See, this is why when you have diabetic patients that end up going blind, you know why they going blind? Because the liver ain't working right. And I want you to clock this T real quick. I want you to think about every person that has type 2 diabetes in your life. I want you to think about this. Everyone who has type 2 diabetes that might be in your life and they're going blind. Check their track record when it comes down to forgiveness. Check to see if they're grudge holders. Because holding on to that anger like it tells you not to do in scripture literally will make you go blind. And did you know? And put you on game. Why also you should not be stressing yourself out like you crazy. Okay? Yes, you can click the link in the bio to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I am not going to be on TikTok as much. And I'm having a fire situation happening before the month is out on YouTube. So go on over there. Okay? Another thing you need to understand about your organs is when it comes down to your kidneys. Okay? When it comes down, my ex-father was so bitter. He had type 2 diabetes and went blind in one eye. Baby, I love when y'all come and let it be known. Did y'all see what she said? Let me come on back. So you can see what I'm saying, because I'm not just telling you something out the blue. She says that my ex-father was so bitter and had type 2 diabetes that he went blind in one eye. I'm not telling you nothing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not telling you. And here's another thing that you need to understand. If you stress yourself to oblivion so bad, do you not know you can go deaf? There's a connection between your kidneys and your ears. And when you blow your adrenals because your blood pressure is so high because you stressed out and now you have to be on dialysis, should you ever be in the event in the face or in a position to where you cannot get to dialysis and your body backs up the toxin so bad, you will go deaf. Imagine spending your entire life not listening to your body telling you that you stressed out so much to the point to where you can no longer hear. Baby, I'm not telling you. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is. How can you increase your iron levels naturally? That's not my expertise. The person that you would talk to in regard to that would be Sasha Rosa, health coach. Or you could talk to Kendra, who is on here. Kendra, plant-based naturopathic health. Those are the two I would tell you with that. When it comes down to iron. Okay? So, let's get into this again. Why you've lost touch with your feminine power. This is where we are and how you can reconnect. You've been operating in survival mode. If you want to stop operating in survival mode, then you need to put yourself in a position and slow down and start recognizing what is off within yourself. What is off within your body? Kendra just commented down there. What is off in your body so you can start listening? That's the first thing. When you get in survival mode, you need to start listening. Okay? You can also die from a broken heart. We call it, yes. I had someone extremely close to me die from broken heart syndrome. I've talked about that quite a bit on this live. That's why it tells you in scripture to guard your heart above everything else, because from it flows life. Y'all not supposed to be in these relationships back to back. That's why ain't no boyfriends and girlfriends in the Bible. Let me help y'all out. That's why ain't no boyfriends and girlfriends in the Bible. We are not designed to take hit after hit after hit after hit in the heart. Because guess what? The heart is going to break and the body is going to break down. And the heart already has boundaries around it. See, that when y'all be out here talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, you my husband, you my friend, baby. Because what's tea? What's tea? That's why it's not the Bible. See, y'all hurt your own feelings by continuing to be in relationship after relationship after relationship. So, That's what it is. The heart is stronger than the mind. I doubt that. The heart, I have a lot of nurse clients, and my nurse client specifically told me the heart is nothing. She was taught in nursing school, but the heart is a dumb muscle. The heart does what it is told to do. That's what the heart does. That's what the heart does. And that's why when people make comments about having a heart attack, see, the heart defends itself. What the heart is attacking is what's been allowed in the space to attack the heart. That's what a lot of people don't understand. That's what a lot of people don't understand. That's correct. RN here is simply electricity. The heart is weakened by the state of the mind. I love when the medical professionals come in. I love another nurse in the building. I love when the medical professionals come in. I'm telling y'all, a lot of nurses come to work with me. A lot of nurses come to work with me. And they come to work with me to understand the deeper energetics and the spirituality behind things, because life is understanding spiritual law, and it is science. Point blank, period. If you've been operating in survival mode, like I said, and you've been second guessing all of your decisions and all those things, okay, it's because your feminine power is screaming, please stop, please hear me, please, please, please. The second thing that a lot of women who lost their power struggle with is they've been taught to dismiss their intuition. They were taught when they were children to ignore the voice within. They were taught all of these things. And now they don't trust themselves. That's why y'all out here giving people the benefit of the doubt. They're benefiting off you, and you're still doubting if they mess with you like that. And they don't. They show you, but you doubt yourself instead of actually accepting the reality of what it is that you see. You think you're crazy. That's because people have told you in the past that you're crazy. Why you believe in them? The Most High said you're beautifully and wonderfully made. Stop listening to people who don't know your innermost. Your mama don't even know your innermost. Let me help y'all out, because a lot of y'all like to be like, oh, my mom said. You were formed in your mother's womb. Your mother didn't create you. So she only knows you from the perception of her carrying you and her rearing you. That is what she knows of you. The innermost is what you know about yourself, and the innermost is what the Most High has created and what knows about you. So before you allow a person to speak into you, ask if they qualify. Ask if they qualified to speak on you. See, nobody in society is qualified to speak on me, in my personal opinion. You can't tell me I'm ugly. You didn't create me. The Most High said I'm beautifully and wonderfully made. And the fact that you don't realize that you're beautifully and wonderfully made, or realize that I'm beautifully and wonderfully made, lets me know about you. See, you don't know you. So you really you ain't heavy enough to speak on me. You ain't heavy enough. Because you haven't even accepted the reality that is who you are. So I know that you can't accept the reality that is who I am. Okay? So you've been taught to dismiss your intuition because society prioritizes logic and strategy over intuition. God don't work on your logic. The Most High is never going to work with your mind. Who are you? See, who are you that the one that created everything needs to fit into the box of your small mind? Y'all need to grow up. Everything is not going to make sense. It's about being obedient. See, that's where your faith comes in, when you obey and you don't even know. I'm like, dang, this man about to have me out here looking crazy. But I'm finna do it, though. And every single time it works. Every single time it's on the money. Obedience is always way better than the sacrifice. And that's what you have to understand. Y'all have to stop looking for external validation. Stop letting people speak on you. Stop saying, oh, do I look good? Here are the 4 things you need to know so you can look good at all times. I'm going to put you on game. As someone who used to be 100 pounds heavier, could not dress to save her life, hid behind cameras, extremely masculine, I'm going to put you on game so you can stop asking people anything about how you look, okay? Number 1, first thing you need to understand is you need to understand your face shape. You need to understand your shape. The second thing you need to understand is color theory. So you find out what colors work for you. The third thing you need to understand is your angles, right? So when you're taking these pictures and you're doing all that. The fourth thing that you need to understand is your body type. That's it. When you understand all 4 of those elements, you ain't never got to ask nobody, do you look good? You know you look good. You don't need to ask someone for external approval. You need to ask someone for XYZ. You just need to operate according to what works best for you. The problem is y'all don't know what works best for you because you're so used to society telling you what works best for you. And this is why you buy clothing that you see with somebody else has a different body type than yours. You don't understand the dynamics of your body. and your color theory and your shape and your these things. And because you don't understand these things, you put this on and now you got to ask somebody, do this look right? Girl, you knew it didn't look right from the front. You knew. You knew. You knew. We always know. You don't need to ask. We knew. We are the masters of intuition. Before we ask a question, we already know. Just like when we talking to me, I asked you. I mean, if I'm asking you, I already know the answer. Give that same the energy y'all be giving men with that. The energy y'all be giving men with. If I ask you, that's because I already know. You need to take that same type of energy with yourself when you're trying to ask for external validation. Hello. You need to take that same energy and give it to yourself. Because what we doing? We be having a lot of energy for men that we don't have for ourselves, which is crazy. And then we wonder why we don't get the effort that we want from them. You don't even understand the power of your own energy. The third thing is, like I said, you're out of alignment with your feminine energy. And that's an issue. That's a major issue. It's like here's the thing. It's like turning on or tuning into a radio station, but the signal is full of static because you're so focused on doing instead of being. There are two roles in relationships. And you better be very clear about the dynamics and what seat you sit in every single relationship that you are in. There is the doing and there is the being. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, my love, for these gifts. It's the doing and it's the being. Okay? So when you are in a space where you are the doer, you are the one who is doing the majority of things. If you are the beer, you are the one who would tend to, receive a lot of the things. I need you to ask yourself in your most important relationships, in the relationships that you have in your life, what seat do you sit in and are you comfortable in that seat? Are you comfortable in that seat? That. See, when I'm in community with my homegirls and women, I'm in the doer seat a lot of time. I'm in the doing seat. I understand that, and the reason why I'm in the doing seat is because as women, a lot of us understand that we all need to do our part. We all have a position to play, and so when we're coming together, despite whether or not we like each other or not, we all understand that this needs to be done, right? So in community of women, I'm ready to be the doer. Okay. In community of men, I wish I would. I'm being. Because I know they like to do. They actually love to do. And I let them do. You understand what I'm saying? Ask yourself what seat you are in these relationships and ask yourself, do you like your seating arrangement? Because you chose your seat, baby. You are the chooser of your seat. Period. Now, if you are in a space to where you're out of your feminine energy, you really need to realign. You need to focus on practices that are going to amplify your feminine energy, whether it's grounding, whether it's journaling, whether it's simply dancing or giving yourself space to breathe and create, whatever that looks like. But you're going to have to start focusing on practices that are going to amplify your feminine energy. Okay? If anything I have said today has resonated with you and you're ready to connect with your feminine power, I have two options. I have three options actually for you. If you want to realign with your feminine power and your intuition, this is exactly what we're going to be doing in the Magnetic Muse, which is a program that has been revamped by me. It used to be called Leading with Lipstick. And if anyone who's ever done Leading with Lipstick with me understands like the power of that community and of that information, you are going to learn how to literally become a magnetic muse. As a woman, you should understand your magnetism and be able to turn that into a wealth attracting force. And you can. I've supported my clients in going from 5 figures to 6 figures, 6 figures to multi 6 figures, attracting the type of partners and friendships that they want, building the type of communities and things that they want, all by becoming magnetic muses. See, the reason why you're not getting the things that you desire and you want is because you're not an energetic match for that. And you're not an energetic match for these things because you don't understand your energetics. And as a woman, there are three things that you need to be very clear on. Number one, you need to understand that belief influences biology and biology influences belief impacts biology and biology influences the way you behave, which is why a woman can believe she's pregnant even when she's not, but she'll be throwing up, she'll be having all these symptoms, and all of these things will happen because she believed that she was pregnant. That's how powerful the brain is, okay? And when you go to the doctor and you find out you're not pregnant, look, voila, you stop throwing up, huh? You stop smelling the ocean in Japan while you living in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these things, you're not sleeping no more. All because the belief changed. So the first thing is belief impacts biology, and biology influences the way that you behave. The second thing you need to be very clear on and understand as a woman is you need to understand the science of yourself. You are not moody. I don't care what these people tell you. When it comes down to your period and your cycle, you are not moody. You are not in alignment with the 4 phases of your menstrual cycle, which is what I teach. There are 4 phases in your menstrual cycle. You literally are 4 different women in a month. And if you include your inner child and your inner teen, you're really 6 people in a month. So it may come across as if you're crazy, and it may come across as if you're moody because you're not in sync with those actual phases of your cycle. There are certain phases of your cycle where your brain is sharper. For example, there's a connection between your hypothalamus, your pituitary gland, and your ovaries. When you understand that connection, when you understand that connection, you can make money. That's how I teach women to make money. See, I teach women to take their cycle and understand their energy cycles and make money. This is what I do. This is what I've done for myself. This is what I've done for a multitude of women. So, but you have to understand all 4 of your moods. You have to understand that. You have to understand who you are in menstrual. You have to understand who you are in follicular. You have to understand who you are during ovulation. You need to understand who you are during luteal. You need to understand who you are. Okay? So it's very vital and very important. Cycle syncing is not in my book. I have a course on cycle syncing. You can click the link in the bio and be able to grab it and get access. So understanding the science of yourself will help you understand the science of your femininity, your feminine design, your feminine energy. And then after that, then you will have an understanding of the masculine. See, a lot of y'all don't have an understanding of men. Y'all want men to be women because y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know how to be women. Y'all don't know your design. And it's really not your fault that you don't know your design, because they didn't teach us this growing up. And they didn't teach us this growing up because they didn't want you to be successful. Because guess what? These corporations make money on women who don't understand their energy cycles, which is why they will use up all your energy cycles, which is why they will tell you to do all these things and exhaust you, because they understand how women work. And they know if they ever want to see something expand, they're going to use feminine energy. You don't know that, though. It is so damaging and dangerous to be in a spot where people know how powerful you are and know how worthy you are and how valuable you are, and you don't know. See, that's how y'all keep attracting narcissistic men, because you don't understand. You don't understand that they're warlocks. See, because you don't understand your own feminine power, you can't recognize demonic power when it's coming to you. You think it's attractive. So you don't understand that men who operate from a spirit of narcissism are warlocks. Gaslighting is a spell of a warlock. Projecting onto you their patterns of what they're doing and blaming you for it is the trick of a warlock. So it's very, very vital and very important. Is it inevitable to include spirituality when working on your health? I say so. When people ask me how I lost 100 pounds, I tell them flat foot. I healed. And I no longer needed food to comfort and soothe me. I didn't need sugar to soothe my emotions because I learned how to manage my emotional energy properly. So I stopped stuffing my face down. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's real. So for me, healing comes from a space of spiritual rooting. This is how it works for me if you really want to heal, to me. And this is what I absolutely break down in the book. Now, if you want to know this process, it's in the book. Okay, so I tell you, you start with spiritual self-care, mental self-care, emotional self-care, physical self-care, and then social self-care. You need to be leveled in those 5 areas before you invite someone else into your space. If you are not solid and secure in those areas, then you are not a safe space, and you are inviting someone else into a space that's not safe, and y'all about to have a nightmare. Y'all about to have a nightmare. Ain't no other way for me to put it. You're gonna have a nightmare with this person. I'm just keeping it real with you. Okay, so it's so important and so vital for you to be rooted. And the reason why spirituality is so important in being rooted in your spiritual beliefs, because out of beliefs comes security or insecurity. Oh, thank you. All praise to the Most High. When it comes down to your beliefs, out of your beliefs comes security and insecurity. For example, let's just use the church. Okay, if people, and this gonna hurt some feelings, but I don't care. If people really believed that they were going to die and go to hell tomorrow, they would really live differently. The reason why a lot of people live the way they live, despite calling themselves Christians, is because they really believe that this is not going to happen to them. They really believe that they're slick exempt. I'm just being honest. So when you are in a state of security, another example of this is when the Most High told me to step out and leave my job. Told me to leave my job at 35, my government job, and get out here and start doing this work. Everybody thought I was crazy. My mom, everybody, right? But I felt like the Most High put the battery in my back so tough. See, when God tell me something, can't none of y'all say nothing to me. When God tell me this what we finna do, can't nobody talk me out of it. Not my mama, not my daddy, not my siblings, nobody. You ain't finna tell me that God ain't finna make a way for me. If the Most High says to me to leave this job, I'm leaving. Baby, they was paying me $40,000. I've made over 6 figures plus online, working less than I was when I was doing that. So when I tell you obedience, you move a certain kind of way when you're secure in your beliefs. When I tell you I believe the Most High gonna always pay me, I believe that wholeheartedly. My money ain't in no client payments. My money ain't in no books. My money ain't in none of that. My money is in my obedience, period. And I'm gonna tell you how real it is. Let me tell you, I turn down more stuff than I take. Somebody the other day offered me something and was like, hey, I think we'd be great to work together and da 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 da. And guess what I said? No. You know why I said no? Because I know the character of that person. And my homegirl was like, dang, most people be like, that's the money. Let me tell you something. I'm never worried about a bag. The Most High gonna always make sure I'm good. As long as I'm in obedience, as long as I'm sowing value into this universal algorithm. See, the universe is an algorithm. And when you sow value, you reap value. And I'm always going to reap value because I sow value to a homeless man, to children. I sow value without strings attached. Baby, I will always work. As long as I'm walking the earth and I'm in obedience, the Most High got me. So I never have to sell my soul or sell out to get a certain amount of money. TikTok sent me a whole bunch of stuff trying to get me to sell to y'all in the name of, oh, just do this so you can get some money. I don't sell y'all none of that stuff because it ain't real. If I ain't using it, if you see me selling something and talking about on TikTok shop, I'm using it. Y'all, the little brush, the brush that get heated, I'm using it. The book about relationships, the book about thinking it, I'm using these things that you see me post. The microphone, I'm using those. I'm not selling y'all nothing that I don't use because I'm not going to be held spiritually responsible for leading you down a dark path, because that's what a lot of people will do because they after the money. I'm not money hungry. And what you'll realize is when you get rooted spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and solidified in the one that created you, the money comes in a flow. It's easy to make money. It's easy to make money. So I ain't got to sell myself to make no money. So the thing is, being spiritually rooted not only elevates your physical health, but it elevates your entire life because it's authenticity that gets you in a room, but it's your character that's going to keep you in a room, baby. Your character keeps you in a room. That's why you see these celebrities falling. Why? They have no character. See, it tells you in scripture you were created in the likeness of the Most High, which means that you have a godlike nature within you. The second thing is you were created in the image of the Most High, which is character. First, you need to recognize your identity. The second thing is you need to operate according to your character if you want dominion on this earth to be consistent. Because all of us are supposed to have dominion over the earth. Why you ain't got none? Do you not know who you are? Or do you not operate in the character in which you were created? Which one? Which one? Because the bag is always there. You are made up as a woman of time, energy. Let me tell you something. As a woman, you have 5 levels of currency within you. You have beauty currency. You have energy currency. You have attention currency. You have time currency. You have money currency. And when you understand that you are made up of all of these things, you don't seek for other people to identify or support or validate these things. What you do is you amplify the things that you have within you. You don't deal in scenarios and situations that drain your beauty. Yes, I'm on YouTube as well. You don't be in situations that drain your energy, drain your attention, drain your time, take your money. Because you are made up of these things. This is why you should not worship money. This is why it tells you, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Because really and truly, you are made up of money. You have creative and witty inventions in your very being. Money. You have gifts that will make room for you. Oh, there's more money. Like, what are we talking about right now? Beauty currency. Beauty currency is simply that. What was the first thing that Adam said when he saw Eve? He was starstruck, baby. He was starstruck. He was like, that's flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. That's me. I'm enamored. That's me. Beauty is currency. Beauty is currency. Walking into a room and not saying a word, but still commanding a room, baby, energetic beauty is currency. See? And beauty is locked into confidence, truthfully. It's locked into your confidence. So a lot of women really don't understand and don't realize that. But if you're wanting to, back to these options, if you're wanting to want more information about the Magnetic Muse program, okay, that is starting January the 15th. Yes, you do have to get a deposit. You have to drop a deposit to hold your spot. It is a 4-figure investment for the Magnetic Muse, and it is a 3-month and a 6-month option. Okay, so that's one. If you want that, it's a 4-figure investment for the Magnetic Muse, and it is a 3-month and a 6-month option. Okay, so that's one. If you want that, want information on that, DM me your email and DM me the word magnetic, so I know to send you that. Okay, because that's something specific. Now, if you are wanting to shift your reality going into 2025, I have a masterclass next Wednesday. It's called Magnetism Reset. Learn how to master your rhythm in 30 days. In this class, this is what I'm going to be teaching you. I'm going to be teaching you how to take your cycle and use it to learn your emotional highs, your emotional lows, so that you can have emotional control. The worst thing you can do entering into 2025 is not have emotional control. They finna pull out some stops and some things on you, and if you're not emotionally rooted, you're gonna lose your mind. You're gonna lose your mind. Okay? You're gonna lose your mind. The second thing is, can men come too? Men can come, but I don't know as far as the cycle stuff how that's really gonna work for you. But you can come if you want. The second thing that you're going to learn in this class is how to align your income generating activities with the high focal points of your cycle, of your energy cycle. So you're going to understand that. Okay. The third thing that's going to happen is you're going to learn how to turn your mood, your movement, and your money as tools of wealth creation. Okay. So this is me supporting you in the whole understanding of how money works in a cycle. And women who have come to work with me have gotten one of 3 results or all 3 results. They've mastered their emotions, they have made more money, or they've lost weight, or gotten healthier. I have clients who lost 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds. I have clients who I've helped heal their liver function. I've helped women, I've helped women and supported them in the areas of their A1C being lowered. So, and like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. Okay. But what I am telling you is that I'm very skilled at what I do. I'm very skilled at what I do. My greatest gift is pattern recognition. Okay. So if you want to be in that class is $150. You can get a recliner firm and afterpay. Here's the bonus that comes with that class. If you get the ticket to the master class, you get access to my private community. So that conversation we had about narcissistic men being warlocks, I have a whole video where I broke down everything. So you don't have to get tricked no more. So all of the courses and all of the lives and all of the things that I've done in that community, the Sacred Feminine League, you get access to it. All of them. The Sacred Feminine League right now has about 20 women in it. It's absolutely amazing. Those women, depending on when they came in, they pay $150 to $197 a month. You can click the link in the bio to get access to that. It says the masterclass. It says the one that says 1218. You click the link in the bio, you get your ticket, and then later on today, you're going to get an email having you log into the private portal. The private portal that we meet on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have a session for about an hour, and then on Fridays, they get the strategy video so that they can implement it. In that community, I talk about the things I don't talk about on here. So if you feel like I gave you really deep information on here, you ain't seen nothing yet. Get behind closed doors with me. I'm going to really tell you something. I'm going to really tell you how to really make this happen, how to really change your life. The women who are in that community have had results of things coming where they've attracted more money, they have lost weight, they have healed hormonal issues. A lot of the women in those communities are starting businesses. It's a lot that's happening over there. So if you want to be a part of that community and you want your ticket to the masterclass, you get it for $150. You get both of those. You get the entire rest of the month in that community with me, and you get to ask me questions. And the best way to get me is behind closed doors, because then I get to say the stuff I can't say on TikTok. When is the man version coming? I'm not assigned to work with men at the moment in that close space. I help men when it comes down to business in some areas, but I don't work that closely with men. What if I have a career path that would align well with this program, but not currently working in it, you still can be a part of the program. Yes, it will. It'd be very helpful for you to join. Very helpful. Extremely. Yeah, because listen, okay. So yes, definitely it will help you. So that's the second option. The first option is DM me the word magnetic if you want the information about the program, the Magnetic Muse. If you want your ticket to the masterclass, grab your ticket to the masterclass. The third option would be for you to click the link in the bio and get my book, which is Retiring the Cape. Okay. Yes, you can click the link in the bio and my YouTube channel, YouTube information will come straight up. But we need the help too. I appreciate you. Yes, I know men do need the help, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't mean to say this in no kind of way, but it's hard for me to work with men because y'all get out of pocket. That's the thing, y'all get out of pocket because I really am like this, and so the energy is like, oh yes, and well, what about if you? I don't mix business with pleasure. That's why I try to keep it. I work with the ladies because the men don't know how to act. I've tried with y'all. I've tried with y'all. Even the ones I do business with, sometimes I'm like, hey, well, I was wondering. See? So I keep my things with the ladies. So, oh yeah, they be trying to get way more than the class. They be trying to get way more than the class. And I'm not mad at it, but we just can't do this dynamic. But otherwise, you can get the book, which is Retiring the Cape. It is on Amazon. It is an absolutely amazing, 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 amazing book. It is going to support you in the process if you're wanting to lay the foundation of really starting your work. It's the energy. Yes, it's definitely the energy. That's what I'm saying. If you the energy, and I know, and the thing is, and I know me, so I'm like, no, baby, no, sweetheart, I got to let you go. But in the book, I'm breaking down a whole lot, and I'm really kind of giving you the game if you are really wanting to get serious about your life, get serious about making money, get serious about building true wealth. I'm laying the entire foundation there, and you can get the book for $55. So the options are you can get the book Retiring the Cape for $55, or you can get the Kindle edition, which is $35. Or you can get the ticket to the masterclass. Yay! Very capturing the first couple of pages. Oh, all praises to the Most High. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'm going through everything. I'm talking about how the myth of the strong woman, where that came from. I'm really helping you lift the spell off yourself. So the women who claim that y'all finna sit down and y'all finna really not be doing everything and being everybody's person, I am giving you a step by step by step guide on how to do that, how to release the guilt as you're doing that, because it feels rough. You know what I'm saying? Trying to have to set these type of boundaries and do this type of work. But you can do it, and I've given you a full-fledged blueprint. The book is in the bio. It's called Retiring the Cape. Okay, it is a path to flourishing. So it supports you if you want to retire, if you want to retire burnout, if you want to get rid of burnout, if you want to trade burnout for alignment, it's going to help you. If you want to start the process on how you can make more money and build generational wealth, it's going to help you. If you want to get down to the bottom of what your real issue is and get rooted spiritually, it's going to help you. It's really going to support you. I put my whole heart into that book. I cried. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I told some of my business. I told a little bit of my business when it come down to when I lost my best friend, and my response and the breakdown I had, and how I had an anxiety attack and I had to drive to a grave, and how I overcame all of that, lost 100 pounds, did all that, and I'm giving you the full-fledged blueprint. So yeah, I cried a lot. And I'm a very private person, so it took a lot for me to actually write that book. And it's dedicated, in the first part of it, the dedication is to my friend that I ended up, my best friend that I lost. So, in that whole experience. So, if you want to do your work and you're serious, grab the book, either get a ticket to the class, and where you can get access to the community, or come into the Magnetic Muse that starts on January the 15th, because I am going to be taking those women to the next level. 2025 and beyond, a woman has to understand her magnetism. You need to know how you work, baby. You need to know how you manifest. You need to know all of it. And I got you if you're really ready. What questions do you guys have? My friend gonna be mad at me, because I've been in here too long. Let me see. I just wanted to say your live popped up when I was thinking about me and my past. All praises to the Most High. So glad that you're here. What questions do you guys have before I get off here? Because I got this. Ooh, I'm trying to go through these questions, y'all. I know I need to catch up. Yes, I can't wait. Thank y'all so much. Would you recommend this for a young adult who wants to align? I would, baby. My youngest client is 19. My youngest client is 19. I'm gonna say it again. My youngest client currently is 19. My second youngest client is on this live right now. She's 25, 26. So I definitely recommend it because I'm gonna tell you something, sweetheart. I didn't start doing my work till I was 33. I just turned 41 this past Sunday. So what you see in front of you is 8 years of work. If you start working now, baby, and if you start working with me specifically, and you are in that age bracket, I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna get you right because when you come to me that young, I have a hell of a responsibility to you, and I take it seriously. One, because I'm the oldest daughter, so I have younger siblings. My baby sister is 26. Um, so I don't take it lightly when you come to me. So I'm gonna give you everything that you need. So most definitely, I would recommend if you are a young adult to come and see me, so that. And what I'm going to do is I'm not telling you how to be me. I'm going to guide you back to yourself, what is authentic. I'm going to guide you back to the kingdom within you. And from that, you're going to activate in power. And if you can get that concept in your 20s, baby, when you get my age, they ain't going to be able to touch you. You understand what I'm telling you? They ain't going to be able to touch you. And that's what I want. I want more women coming into the space to where they're in a space of mastery, not in mediocrity, not seeking the opinions of others. I want to have a community of women when they walk into the room, the energy that speaks. Because here's the thing about feminine energy and the women that I'm going to be working with in the Magnetic Muse, you have to understand that as a woman, when you walk into a room, people should feel you first. See, you got to understand your sensuality. People should feel you first, maybe smell you second, or see you second. And if they see you second, then maybe they smell you third. But the last thing that you should be doing is speaking. Your energy should and your essence should speak for itself. That's the type of power that I activate when I walk into rooms, and that's the type of power that I activate in other women when they walk into rooms. You are no different than any celebrity that's walking into the room. The only thing that's different between them is that they may have more money or they may have more fame or whatever the case may be. But the energetics don't lie, baby. They never lie. They never lie. Okay? So most definitely, if you're young, I want to see you. I want to see you because I got you. Okay? If nobody got you, I got you. Where should you start? You're 22. Um, do you want me specifically? I would tell you get in my community. I would tell you if you're 22, I would tell you get the ticket for 150 and come see me because I'm gonna put you in my community, and that way I personally get to know you, and you personally get to ask me questions in a community of women where there's no stupid questions, there's no nothing. So my strong recommendation is let me see you. I could tell you to get a product, but you could get it and then not do it. I want to see you because I want you to see me and I want you to feel me and I want you to feel comfortable enough asking me whatever it is you need to ask me so I can give you what I have inside of me for you if you are assigned to work with me. Because if you're assigned to work with me, I have something for you. I have something great for you. And that's the thing. My legacy is going to outlive me. My legacy, and I don't have any biological children, but I've raised children, and y'all know I coached girls into women before I started getting into the coaching of women. My legacy is going to outlive me, and it's going to do that through the women that I've sown seeds in. So, yes, come see me, sweets. Come see me. I found two books with the same name. Yeah, my book has my face on it, and the link is in the bio, boo. So you can click the link in the bio, and you should be able to get it. Let me see. Thank you, thank you. I clicked the link. Let me see. Thank you, thank you. I clicked the link in the bio. Sorry, y'all. Somebody called me. Come on in. Come on in. 37 is a wonderful year to start. 37 is a wonderful year to start. You can be right. You can be right by the time you get 40. Shoot, you mess with me, you'll be right. And we collapse time, you'll be right by 38. Because I don't play. I do not play. The master class is on the 18th, my love, which is next Wednesday. See you soon. Yes, come on, master class. Come on. baby, come on in at 43. My oldest client has been in her 50s. I think my oldest client was like 50 something. I want to say 60 something actually. Come on in. Come on in. Listen, there is never not an opportunity for you to come in and get what you need. For those who have gotten tickets for the masterclass, I'm at a graduation, so it's going to take me a minute, and I'm going to contact my assistant so she can send you your login information, so you'll get that in the next 3 hours, so you can log into the community and be able to log in and catch all the videos of everything. For those who have gotten the $150 tickets for the masterclass. For those who DM me the word magnetic that want the information about the 3-month and 6-month program, that information is going to come to you as well this evening. I am a Sabbath keeper, so if you inbox me and it's too late, I ain't gonna respond to Sabbath is up, okay? So just want to make that clear. I'm not ignoring you or anything like that, but I'm very serious about my rest and I don't play about it. Implementing the practice of Sabbath for real and really honoring it has really catapulted and been a part of my business hitting 6 figures. Me not hustling and doing those things. So honoring the Most High in that way has truly blessed me and blessed my business in a multitude of ways. So just be patient with me should you inbox me. Thank you, my love, for these gifts during that time frame because I'm not going to respond and it's not anything shady, but it's rest. It's rest. Okay? All right, y'all. I gotta get in here. My friend gonna be mad at me. I didn't supposed to be in the graduation. Graduation started an hour and 10 minutes ago, but I had to come give y'all this gift. I had to be obedient. So, but I love y'all to pieces. Happy Feminine Friday. This live is going to go up on YouTube. I can't believe I've been chewing gum this whole time. Jesus, but oh well. Uh, so yeah. But I hope y'all have an amazing Feminine Friday. Love y'all to pieces. I can't wait to see those who are going to be in the masterclass next week. And for those who are joining the community, welcome, welcome, welcome. For those who have purchased the book, welcome, welcome, welcome. There's a special gift in the back for those who purchased the book. It's a free gift in the back for y'all to help y'all start the process. I didn't tell nobody. Yes, that's my picture on the back. Yep, it's called VIP Master. Yep. Once you click the link in the bio, it should take you directly to my book and my page. Okay? But yeah, my picture's on the back. I need to see what's going on. Why it's two when one of my pictures ain't on the back. Girl, send me that, please. Send me that link. So I can get that corrected. Because I'm like, what is going on? But yes, my picture is definitely on the back. And you should be able to click the link in the bio to be able to get access to it. The book, okay? I love y'all. And I really appreciate y'all spending y'all time with me. I'm very, very grateful for that. And my prayer is that something that was said here not only edified, but it inspired you to not only just think, but to take action. Because this next season is going to be for the action takers, y'all. This next season of life belongs to the observers, the creators, and the innovators. Y'all, please get in line. Please understand that you have gifts within your very being. Please understand that your gifts will make room for you. Please understand that you have all the power you need on the inside of you because you have the kingdom of heaven within you. When are you going to start acting like it? When are you going to start acting like it, okay? And start asking so you can start receiving. And make sure you seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, baby, because everything else will be added unto you after that. Believe you me. I know firsthand, all right? But I'm gone. I love y'all. Make sure y'all go follow me on YouTube because, like I said, I am going to be coming down off TikTok. I'm going to be doing a lot. In 2025, I'm solely going to be going live on YouTube. So go ahead over there. And I'm going to have I have a whole lot of content and a whole lot of videos and different things in regard to your feminine energy and all those things that you may need. So, and women have made 3 and 4 figures off my free content. So you can get to the money if you're serious. And if even people be like, I don't have the money to work with you. If you watch my free content and you do what I'm telling you, you can make money and turn around and work with me. It's a lot of women that I've helped do that. Okay? So, all right, y'all. I'm about to go so my friend won't be mad at me. I love y'all so much, and I hope y'all have an amazing, amazing weekend and Sabbath. Peace.